Napoleon Hill was one of the most influential thinkers in the field of personal success and mindset. He spent more than 20 years studying some of the most successful people of his time, entrepreneurs, leaders, and visionaries. From these studies, he discovered a powerful truth. Success and abundance begin in the mind. Hill believed that wealth is not the result of luck or chance, but the result of clear thinking, definite purpose, and disciplined belief. His teachings have inspired millions of people around the world to change the way they think and, as a result, change the way they live. This message is inspired by his timeless principles. Napoleon Hill said that a person becomes exactly what they think about most of the time, not what they say they want, not what they wish for occasionally, but what they accept deeply as true in their own mind. This message is not for everyone. It is for those who feel that life can be more stable, more abundant, more meaningful. If you listen to this message until the end, something will shift, not necessarily outside of you, but inside. An inner change is the only change that truly lasts. Napoleon Hill spent more than 20 years studying highly successful people, not lucky people, but mentally disciplined people, people who thought differently from the majority. And he discovered a simple but uncomfortable truth. Wealth does not begin in the wallet. It begins in the mind. Most people do not lack money. They lack direction. They lack clarity. They lack belief in their own potential. Their minds are trained to see danger instead of opportunity, problems instead of solutions, lack instead of possibility. When you change the way you think, life begins to respond differently. Not instantly, not magically, but inevitably. Napoleon Hill said that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, not because the world is fair, but because the human mind is creative. Everything you see around you was once an idea, a decision, a thought repeated long enough to become reality. Poverty is a mental pattern. So is abundance. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stuck is not intelligence. It is not luck. It is not background. It is the way they use their mind. One of the most important principles Napoleon Hill taught is definite desire, not vague desire, not wishful thinking, not confused dreaming. The universe does not respond to, I hope. It responds to decision. What do you truly want? Not what seems realistic, not what is socially acceptable, but what you feel deep inside is meant for you. A confused mind creates a confused life. Clarity is the beginning of wealth. The moment you define your purpose, your mind begins to search for solutions. Opportunities were always there. You simply were not seeing them. Napoleon Hill taught that fear is the greatest enemy of human potential. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of lack, fear of judgment. These fears are not real. They are mental programs, learned, repeated, accepted. The moment you begin to observe them, they start to lose their power. Not instantly, but surely. Most people quit just before life begins to respond, not because they cannot succeed, but because they doubt. Napoleon Hill said that successful people make decisions quickly and change them rarely. Unsuccessful people hesitate. They wait for signs. They wait for approval. They wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment never comes. Decision creates movement. Movement creates results. Courage does not come before the decision. Courage comes after. Abundance is not only about money. It is about inner peace. It is about emotional safety. It is about the feeling that life is working with you, not against you. When you align with your purpose, money becomes a byproduct, not an obsession, not a source of anxiety. Do not chase money. Create value. Abundance follows value. Napoleon Hill taught that success appears when desire, belief, and action align. When one is missing, The result is incomplete. It is not enough to think positively. You must think clearly. It is not enough to dream. You must decide. If you have listened this far, it is not by accident. Your mind is ready for a new level of understanding. Remember this. You are not limited by the world. You are limited only by what you accept as true. Choose carefully the thoughts you feed, because they are creating your life.